Welcome back, everyone, to the Mystical Musings Podcast. Today we have our very special guest with us,
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
of course, and it's Becca L. Hart. And, Becca, you are the brilliant mind behind the Mystical Musings blog, am I right?
I am. That's me.
Yes. And we have your latest astrology forecast that we're going to be taking a look at today.
Awesome.
So get ready, folks, for we've got Mercury making some moves. We have a new moon in Aquarius that's aligning with the Lunar New Year. We've got Uranus going direct.
It's a big week.
Yes, it is. And on top of that, we have some personalized horoscope predictions for each zodiac sign.
So, yes, I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a really insightful ride.
It's going to be a fun one.
So let's get right into the heart of this forecast.
Okay,
Between January 27th and February 1st, the cosmos is putting on quite a show.
it is.
So what are the major events that we should be paying attention to? And how can our listeners use this knowledge to their advantage?
Well, let's start with January 27th. Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, shifts into Aquarius.
Okay,
So, this transit can bring some mental shake-ups. So, think like challenging old beliefs and embracing new innovative perspectives.
a mental shakeup sounds like a chance to break free from, those ruts that we can sometimes get stuck in.
Exactly. And this energy is amplified by the new moon in Aquarius, which falls on the same day, aligning perfectly with the Lunar New Year, the year of the wood snake.
Oh, wow.
It's a double dose of fresh start energy.
So the year of the wood snake, that sounds potent.
Yes.
What does it symbolize? And what kind of intentions should our listener focus on during this lunar cycle?
So the wood snake is all about shedding what no longer serves you and stepping into a more empowered version of yourself. So it's a year for growth, transformation, and wisdom.
Okay,
This new moon is the perfect time to set intentions around personal growth, pursuing your passions, and tapping into your creativity. So, listeners, think about what you want to transform in your life. What old patterns are you ready to release?
that's powerful. I think writing down those intentions, like actually putting pen to paper and really visualizing them, can be a game changer, right?
Absolutely. Putting pen to paper amplifies the power of intention. Don't underestimate that. Now, on January 30th, Uranus, the planet of change and disruption, goes direct in Taurus after its retrograde period.
Okay. Uranus going direct in Taurus. What kind of a shakeup can our listener expect from this, particularly in their own lives?
So, Uranus in Taurus challenges us to break free from stagnation in areas related to our values, finances, and sense of security.
Okay,
It encourages us to embrace change, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. It's about letting go of what's no longer serving us and making space for new growth. So, think about where you might be holding yourself back in these areas. What changes are you resisting? And could those changes actually lead to something better?
so recognizing those areas where we're playing it safe, maybe a bit too safe,
Yes,
and taking a leap of faith.
precisely. Now, on February 1st, we have a beautiful alignment between Venus, Neptune, and the North Node of Destiny.
Venus, Neptune, and the North Node of Destiny. Sounds like a powerful combination.
It is.
What does this alignment signify? And what can our listener do to harness this energy?
This alignment is all about love, manifestation, and aligning with your soul's purpose. So, Venus is the planet of love and beauty. Neptune is the planet of dreams and intuition. And the North Node represents our soul's path. So, it's a potent time for attracting love, manifesting desires, and stepping into your true potential.
Wow,
Yeah, this is a beautiful reminder to connect with your heart, trust your intuition, and believe in your dreams.
that's right. It's a cosmic invitation to dream big and let our hearts lead the way.
Yes.
Now, any specific advice on how to tap into this energy?
Visualization is key, so visualize what you want. Feel it as if it's already happening and take inspired action towards your goals. Remember, self-love is essential during this time.
Self-love, absolutely.
Yes.
Now, you also mentioned a mystical tip in your forecast for February 1st that involves rose quartz and meditations.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure, rose quartz is a powerful crystal for attracting love and promoting self-compassion.
Okay.
So on February 1st, try meditating with a rose quartz crystal held close to your heart. As you breathe deeply, focus on sending love and gratitude to yourself.
Okay.
Visualize your dreams and intentions coming to fruition and allow yourself to feel that positive energy flowing through you.
That's a beautiful practice.
Thanks, I think so.
And for our listener who wants to explore these insights further, where can they find you online?
I invite everyone to visit my website, mysticalmusetarot.com, my YouTube channel, Mystical Muse Tarot, and of course, my blog, Mystical Musings, where you can find the complete forecast. And I'm delighted to offer my new book, Tarot and the Law of Attraction, for free to our listeners.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it delves into the powerful connection between tarot and manifestation, providing practical tools and techniques to attract your desires.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
We'll be sure to include those links in the show notes and also how to download your new book for free.
Awesome.
Now, let's get into those horoscope highlights. Starting with Aries, what does this astrological forecast hold for them?
So, Aries, this is a time to use your natural enthusiasm and optimism to influence others and make a positive impact. You have this amazing ability to inspire and motivate, so use it.
Aries, leading the charge with their fiery energy.
Yep.
What about Taurus? What should our Taurus listener be focusing on?
Taurus, this is a time to embrace your individuality and let your unique light shine. Don't be afraid to stand out from the crowd and express yourself authentically. This echoes the Uranian energy of breaking free from old patterns and embracing change. It's your time to step into your power and own your truth.
That's powerful advice. It's about owning your unique gifts and not being afraid to shine.
Exactly.
Now, what about Gemini? What does this astrological forecast have in store for them?
Gemini, your humanitarian spirit is strong right now.
Okay.
This is a time to connect with causes that matter to you and make a difference in the world.
Wow.
Volunteer your time, donate to a charity, or simply spread awareness about issues you're passionate about. Use your voice and your connections to make a positive impact.
Gemini using their energy to connect and make a difference.
Yes.
Now let's move on to Cancer. What guidance do the stars have for our Cancer listener?
Cancer. This is a time for self-care and emotional well-being. Stay disengaged from any obsessive thoughts or worries that are draining your energy. Focus on nurturing yourself and creating a peaceful inner sanctuary. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup.
So true. Cancer. Prioritize your well-being.
Yes.
Now, what about Leo? What do the stars have in store for the Lions of the Zodiac?
Leo, your communication skills are on fire this week.
Oh,
Use your charisma and persuasive powers to advocate for the changes you want to see in the world and in your own life.
wow.
Engage in calm and respectful dialogue, and you'll be surprised by how much you can accomplish.
Leo, roaring their way to success through communication and persuasion.
Yes.
Now let's see what wisdom the cosmos hold for Virgo. What's the advice for our Virgo listener?
Virgo, this is a time for patience and understanding before reacting to situations. Take the time to truly listen and understand the perspectives of others. Remember, even obstacles can be valuable learning experiences.
Virgo, using their analytical minds to navigate challenges and see things from different angles. Now let's move on to Libra. What does this astrological forecast have in store for them?
Libra, your charm and diplomacy are your superpowers this week. Embrace your natural ability to connect with others and create harmony. Your presence is magnetic and you can use it to attract positive opportunities and relationships.
Libra the peacemaker, using their grace to create a more harmonious world.
Yeah,
Now, what about Scorpio? What guidance do the stars have for our Scorpio listener?
Scorpio. This is a time to embrace your passions and explore your deepest desires. Don't be afraid to express your authentic self, even if it feels vulnerable. Remember, your vulnerability is your strength.
Scorpio, embracing their depth and intensity. I love that. Now let's see what's in store for Sagittarius. What should our Sagittarius listener be aware of?
Sagittarius, this is a time to connect with your physical body and get moving. Engage in activities that bring you joy and vitality, whether it's dancing, hiking, or simply taking a brisk walk in nature. Movement will help you stay grounded and centered.
Sagittarius, always on the moves, embracing their adventurous spirit.
Yeah,
Now, what about Capricorn? What does this astrological forecast hold for them?
Capricorn, this is a time for creative brainstorming and innovation. Let your imagination run wild and capture those brilliant ideas that are flowing through you. Write them down, sketch them out, or simply allow yourself to daydream and explore new possibilities.
Capricorn, the master planner, tapping into their creative genius. Now let's see what wisdom the cosmos hold for Aquarius. What's the guidance for our Aquarius listener?
Aquarius, this is a time for psychic self-defense and discernment.
Okay,
Be mindful of the energies you're surrounding yourself with and protect your dreams and aspirations. Trust your intuition and don't be afraid to set boundaries with those who drain your energy.
Aquarius the visionary, staying true to their path. Now let's move on to Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac. What does this astrological forecast have in store for them?
Pisces, this is a time to open your heart and let love guide you. Connect with your dreams and allow yourself to believe in the impossible. Your intuitive powers are heightened, so trust your gut and take inspired action towards your goals.
Pisces the dreamer, embracing their intuitive wisdom. This has been an incredible journey through the zodiac. And for our listeners who want to explore these insights further, I encourage you to check out Becca's website, mysticalmusetarot.com, her YouTube channel, Mystical Muse Tarot, and of course her blog, Mystical Musings, where you can find the complete forecast.
And don't forget to grab your free copy of my new book, Tarot and the Law of Attraction. We'll share the link in the show notes.
That's a fantastic resource.
Thank you. You know, it's fascinating how these cosmic energies can play out in our individual lives.
It really is. Like, some people might think astrology is all personality traits and stuff,
Right,
but it's so much deeper than that.
absolutely. Astrology is a language. It's a tool for understanding ourselves, the world around us, and the interconnectedness of it all.
Yeah,
It helps us to see those cycles and those patterns that are always at play, even if we're not aware of them.
right? And those cycles, I think, are so important because understanding them can help us kind of navigate the challenges and embrace the opportunities with more awareness, I think.
Exactly. And that's what makes these astrological forecasts so valuable.
Right?
They give us a glimpse into the energies that are influencing us so that we can work with them rather than against them.
Yeah. I'm curious, what sparked your interest in astrology? Like, what drew you to this mystical world?
Well, ever since I was a child, I've just been fascinated by the mysteries of the universe.
Okay,
I loved gazing at the stars, wondering about their meaning and influence. As I got older, I began to study astrology and tarot further with the help and guidance of my beautiful grandmother.
okay.
And I was just amazed by how accurately they reflected my own experiences and the experiences of those around me.
It's pretty incredible how these, ancient systems of knowledge still resonate with us today.
It really is. And I think it speaks to our innate desire to understand ourselves and our place in the cosmos.
Yeah,
We crave meaning and connection.
right?
And astrology and tarot offers a framework for finding that.
Before we wrap up, I want to touch on something you mentioned earlier, your free book offer, Tarot and the Law of Attraction.
Yes,
Can you tell us a little bit more about what our listener can expect from this book?
certainly. So, Tarot and the Law of Attraction explores the powerful connection between these two mystical systems.
Okay.
It delves into how you can use tarot as a tool for self-discovery, manifestation, and aligning with your desires.
I know our listeners are really interested in manifestation and using the law of attraction to, create their dream lives. So, how does tarot enhance that process?
So the tarot is a powerful tool for accessing your subconscious mind where your beliefs and limiting patterns reside.
Right?
So by working with the tarot, you can identify and release those blocks that are preventing you from manifesting your desires.
So, it's like using the tarot as a mirror to kind of reflect back to us our inner landscape and identify the areas where we might be self sabotaging.
Exactly. Once you bring those unconscious patterns to light,
Yeah.
you can start to shift them and align yourself with the energy of abundance and manifestation.
It's incredible that you're offering this book for free to our listeners.
It's my pleasure. It's my way of saying thank you for listening.
What a generous gift.
I believe that everyone deserves access to the tools and resources that can help them live a more fulfilling and empowered life.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and insights with us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me as always. And
It's been an absolute pleasure having you back on the Mystical Musings podcast.
it's been a joy to connect with our listeners and share my passion for astrology and tarot.
And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Mystical Musings podcast. Remember to embrace the changes, set your intentions, and trust that the universe is conspiring to support your highest good. Now, before we go, I want to remind everybody listening to be sure and check out Becca's website. It's mysticalmusetarot.com,
That's right.
and also her YouTube channel, Mystical Muse Tarot,
That's right.
and of course the blog, Mystical Musings.
Yes. Thank you for mentioning all of those.
Oh, of course. And that's where you can find all this information, all the full forecast and all that, right?
A complete forecast, yes, and lots of other goodies.
Oh, fantastic. And don't forget, folks, Becca's offering her new book, Tarot and the Law of Attraction, for free to all of our listeners.
I am.
That's so generous.
You can find the links in the show notes.
Awesome. Well, Becca, thank you again so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
It was such a pleasure.
It was wonderful to be here again.
And for all of you listening out there, this has been a time of some powerful shifts and transformations.
Yes,
So embrace the changes, set those intentions, and trust that the universe is conspiring to support your highest good.
that's right.
And until next time, thanks for tuning in to the Mystical Musings podcast. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those cosmic vibes high.